Back overseas, after 9 years of civil war, Yemen faces one of the largest humanitarian crises in the world. Our partner in Sky News, special correspondent Alex Crawford, is there with a look at a situation growing more dire by the day and a warning. Her report includes graphic images of ill and malnourished children.
Suffering doesn't hide itself in Yemen, and hunger hits the young most hard. Salah's too weak to drink anything, so the medic injects him with glucose. It's enough to revive him a little and gives him just enough energy to protest at the pain. His cries are seen as fragile progress. But it's tiny and slow, and it may not be enough to save him. Life is difficult, his mother says. They live hand to mouth, selling goods on the street. She's not well fed, and that impacts on the baby. In the next bed, there's another baby clinging to life. Like Salah next to him, Yasef too has severe acute malnutrition. In Yemen, the harsh reality is most babies, most people, will go to sleep hungry each night. The two babies have been born in a country at war. That cut their survival odds. But it's the spillover from the Gaza war, which many here believe has slashed those odds even further. The Houthi attacks on maritime trade in the Red Sea has meant imports are more expensive, and Yemenis, who are almost entirely reliant on aid, have seen food prices soar. This British charity told us life has got a lot harder for those who are already suffering.
What the situation before was has now been exacerbated even more. Even more people are food insecure, even more people are water insecure, and it's going to take more than international INGOs to kind of plug the gaps of what's happening here.
9 years of civil war has already devastated Yemen and left millions living in miserable conditions for which there seems no end.
The level of poverty here is absolutely extreme. There's just shacks and bits of material, corrugated iron and wood just stacked up everywhere to make homes for these people. Their lives are extraordinarily hard, and yet they're saying now it's even harder.
Almost half of Yemen's population has no access to clean water, and the spiralling conditions here since the Gaza bombings has led to more disease. Emergency tents have been erected in Aden to cope with a fresh outbreak of cholera. The lack of money throughout the country and the deteriorating infrastructure means Yemen is at its least able to cope right now.
We have divided country first. We have these problems, inflation, we have war, we have another external war, not in Yemen only, but outside Yemen. All this effect on our life and at the same time in our health.
And that's hit babies like Salah especially hard. Every day of his 5 months has been spent trying to survive the legacy of Yemen's war. He may not have the strength in him to fight the effects of another.
And Alex Crawford joins me now from Aden in Yemen. Alex, once again, your reporting is just so extraordinary, what you do all over the world. The video, what's happening to the children is just heartbreaking. Here with the Houthis, not recently because it seems to be a pause, but all of the firing by Houthis and the action in the Red Sea, how is that impacting getting aid to them, and what can be done to help them?
I mean, it's had a massive impact. There's no way round that. And the Houthi militants, by inserting themselves into this worldwide problem that is Gaza, has led to a massive spike in their popularity, which has upset the balance again in Yemen and set back, I feel, the prospects for peace. And that's the best way of helping any child that's dying of hunger here in Yemen and the millions who are suffering. I mean, let's remember that half the country can't drink clean water, that more than half the country, nearly the entire country, goes to bed hungry every night. It's a critical situation. The Houthis, I've spoken to key members of the inner circle, a senior Houthi member. The militants are in no mood to back down. They say they're going to carry on targeting international trade along that critical Bab el-Mandeb Strait, along the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden, and they are not going to stop. Doesn't matter whether America or UK are bombing their targets, and that is a real worry, not just for Yemeni people, but the world.
Alex Crawford, bless you for what you're doing around the world. Thank you so much for bringing us that story.
Hey everyone, MSNBC has a new and improved app. You'll get real-time alerts and analysis, live blogs, in-depth essays, video highlights, and the best 2024 election coverage. Download the new MSNBC app. Here's how to do it. You tap on the App Store on your phone. You hit search on the bottom right corner. You type in MSNBC. You click on the MSNBC app. You click on Get or the cloud icon and enjoy it.